with the drive and kick. Guys, Lynn has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Jefferson, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hornets?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Young against Walker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And so Walker nails both of them. A big dip in performance here for the Hornets last year. In 2014, they were very tough to beat at home, and that was not the case in 2015.
Yeah, I mean, they struggled to string together those defensive runs at home. And in the end, that led to their less than stellar record.
Hornets leading by 7. Lynn dishes to Walker. Right side, Lynn. He kicks to Kid Gilchrist. George against Batum. Ellis. Lets it go from 11. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 9 points for Monte Ellis.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Jefferson, a screen on Ellis. Walker in the corner. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
It's Young on the wing. Outside, George. He dishes it to Allen. It's blocked, but they get it back. George, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Lynn. It's rebounded by Indiana, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
You know, for the Pacers last season with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Hornets. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Walker. Then for the Pacers, Mahimi comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
Here's Stuckey. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist making his last shot. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. George has got 5 points so far.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Lynn. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Screen by Jefferson. Lamb, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Stuckey passes to Hill. Looking for Young. He gets it there. That's good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Lynn. 7 points in the game. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. It's Jefferson high post. Outside, Lynn. Jefferson, a screen on Young. Puts one up from 19. No good. George with the defensive effort. Pacers trail by 4. Stuckey kicks to Mahinmi. Young with no one around. And the Pacers another 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Lynn. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Charlotte moving the ball around.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Young. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Pacers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Young against Land. The dish now to Kaminsky. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lynn. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. 4 on the clock. And again, the Hornets missing. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Pelicans.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Charlotte again missing. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
And here is Hill after Jeremy Lin hitting the 3. Outside Hill. From 13, and it's Hill. That time the assist by Hill. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Lamb, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Young kicks to Mahinmi. Stuckey into the lane. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kaminsky misses. Pacers trail by 3. Hill kicks to Hill. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Both free throws good from Hill.
C.J. Miles.
And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 1. And here's Young. 7 points in the game. Pass to Miles. He feeds it to Hill. And Young kicks to Hill. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Pacers lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.